Argentina is truly a fascinating country, where we encounter a surreal geography that provides us with fantastic landscapes and mouth-watering cuisine. Argentina, the birthplace of tango, embodied by Carlos Gardel, and an inspiring passion for soccer. Its diverse population has created a unique culture in this South American country. But not everything is rosy. The country's economy is facing a serious crisis, leading to an increase in poverty and rampant inflation. Join us in this special video we've prepared for you, and stay tuned for what we will reveal about life in Argentina. Did you know that literally the end of the world exists? And it's located in Argentina? It's true. The city of Ushuaia is the southernmost city on planet Earth. It is situated on the big island of Tierra del Fuego, at the southern tip of South America. The city is about 1,864 miles from the capital Buenos Aires and 621 miles from Antarctica. Ushuaia is a major tourist destination, known for its natural landscapes such as Tierra del Fuego National Park and the Beagle Channel, which we'll talk about later. Additionally, Ushuaia is a crucial hub for expeditions to Antarctica. Every year, on June 21st, the winter solstice occurs in the Southern Hemisphere, making the night in the city at the end of the world one of the longest in the world, lasting about 17 hours from 5 p.m. to 10 a.m. In December, the situation reverses, creating a day with 17 hours of light, starting at 5 a.m. and ending at 10 p.m. The city also holds a macabre history related to the Ushuaia prison, built in the first half of the 20th century. The prison opened in 1902 and operated until 1947, housing some of Argentina's most dangerous criminals, including murderers, rapists, and thieves. One of the most gruesome cases in the prison was that of Cayetano Santos Godino, also known as El Petiso Orejudo. Godino was a serial killer who confessed to killing 4 children between 1912 and 1914. He was sentenced to death and executed in the prison in 1916. In the 1980s, the prison was transformed into a museum that tells its history and the crimes that occurred there. The Ushuaia prison is a dark and eerie place, evoking the grim times in Argentina's history. Despite the macabre stories of this prison, Argentina presents surprisingly low homicide rates today. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, the homicide rate per 100,000 inhabitants recorded in 2021 was 4.6 in the country. This is considered low when compared to the world average of 7.2. Furthermore, the homicide rate is significantly lower than the Latin American average, which reached 19.4 in the same year. When compared to Brazil, which had a rate of 23.6, and the United States, with a rate of 6.5, Argentina stands out positively in terms of safety and a low incidence of homicides. With over 45 million inhabitants, Argentines are predominantly of European descent, with strong Spanish and Italian influences. The country also hosts indigenous communities and immigrants from various origins, making it culturally rich and diverse. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Argentina's GDP per capita in 2022 is $12,997. This value is calculated by dividing the country's GDP by its population. In 2022, the GDP was $604.6 billion for a population of 45.8 million inhabitants. For comparison, Argentina's GDP per capita is higher than that of Brazil, which in 2022 was about $9,423. However, it is lower than that of other South American countries, such as Chile, which had a GDP per capita of $15,095. Argentina holds one of the largest expanses of arable land in Latin America, with an estimated area of about 38 million hectares, ranking behind only Brazil, with approximately 80 million hectares, and Colombia, which has about 50 million hectares. However, the agricultural sector ranks third in terms of contribution to GDP, representing only 17.3%. As a significant agricultural producer, the country excels in the export of products such as soy, corn, wheat, and meat. In 2022, the agricultural sector was the stage for a large-scale protest against the government of Alberto Fernandez. The protest was sparked by the increase in taxes on grain exports, which rural producers claim to be an unfair and harmful measure to the economy. The service sector, transportation, communication, and commerce, is the largest contributor to the Argentine GDP, representing 52.5% of the total. Next is the industrial sector, manufacturing, mining, and agribusiness, accounting for 30.2% of the GDP. The remaining sectors, construction, energy, and tourism, contribute the remaining 10%. The name Argentina has its roots in Latin, deriving from argentum, which means silver. The origin dates back to the early Spanish explorers who sailed the Silver River in the 16th century in search of mineral wealth. The region, known for its abundance of silver, became associated with the term Terra Argentum and eventually became the name of the country. In 1910, Argentina proclaimed its independence from Spain, establishing itself as a sovereign nation while retaining the name inherited from its historical mineral wealth. It's hard to imagine that a country once recognized for its silver wealth during Spanish exploration now records a poverty rate around 40.6%. Keep in mind that this is the highest level since 2004. This means that this portion of the population lives on less than $1.90 per day. Now consider this. Why does Argentina, with a per capita income of over $12,997, report a poverty rate of over 40%, while Brazil, with a per capita income around $9,423, reports a poverty rate around 33%? The answer to this question is complex, but we can assert that one of the factors is income inequality, meaning a more uneven distribution of income. This implies that a small portion of the population concentrates a large share of wealth, while the majority lives on low incomes. Now, why does this happen? Please respond in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinion. It is true that Argentina is currently facing a serious economic crisis characterized by inflation, currency devaluation, and an increase in poverty. Inflation is one of the country's main challenges. In September 2023, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, reached 138.3% over the last 12 months, marking the highest value since 1991. This means that, on average, prices of goods and services doubled in value over the past year. Currency devaluation is also a serious issue. Over a 10-year period, the Argentine peso lost over 90% of its value against the dollar. In 2013, $1 was equivalent to about 10 Argentine pesos, while in 2023, $1 became worth approximately 350 Argentine pesos. Argentina is located at the southern tip of South America and shares borders with the following countries: to the west with Chile, to the northwest with Bolivia, to the north with Paraguay, to the northeast with Brazil, and to the east with Uruguay. Additionally, Argentina has an extensive coastline to the east, bordered by the Atlantic Ocean. When it comes to territorial extension, Argentina has approximately 1.07 million square miles, making it the second largest country in South America and the 8th largest in the world in terms of area. The country is divided into 23 provinces, subdivisions of a country with a limited degree of autonomy compared to states, each with its own government and local authorities, in addition to the autonomous city of Buenos Aires, which has special status. Argentina is a vast country that exhibits remarkable geographical diversity, with 3 main regions standing out in terms of distinct characteristics. The La Pampa region, situated in the center of the country, is known for its vast, fertile plains, serving as the epicenter of agriculture and livestock. The Patagonia region, located in the south, showcases majestic landscapes with mountains, glaciers, and vast steppes, while the more northern and northwestern regions of the country are characterized by arid climates and desert landscapes, such as the provinces of Salta, Jujuy, Tucumán, and others, offering stunning scenery like mountains, jungles, and valleys. In addition to these regions, it's relevant to mention the controversy surrounding the Malvinas Islands, as Argentines call them, or the Falkland Islands, the official name given by Britain, located in the South Atlantic Ocean, about 288 miles from the Argentine coast. The islands are the subject of dispute between Argentina and the United Kingdom, claimed by Argentina as part of its territory. On April 2, 1982, Argentina initiated an offensive by invading the Falkland Islands, triggering an armed conflict that lasted about 74 days, with a British victory. The islands remain under British control. Argentina asserts that the islands are part of its historical territory and were usurped by Britain in 1833. The United Kingdom maintains that the islands are a British overseas territory, and the islanders wish to remain under British control. Buenos Aires is the capital and largest city of Argentina, with about 13 million inhabitants, hosting approximately 1/3 of the national population. The city is located on the shores of the Rio de la Plata in the southeast of the country. A curious fact is that the city was founded twice, first in 1536 by Pedro de Mendoza, a Spaniard. However, due to attacks by the Guarani Indians, the city was abandoned in 1541. Later, in 1580, Juan de Garay founded it again. The city became the capital of Argentina in 1880 and is known as the Paris of South America due to its European architecture and culture. It is also renowned as the capital of tango, a dance and music genre considered a cultural heritage of Argentina. Speaking of tango, did you know there is a Tango Day in the country? It's true, and is celebrated on December 11th in honor of the birthdays of the creators of two branches of the dance, Carlos Gardel, the greatest spreader of tango worldwide, and Julio de Caro, a renowned orchestra director. Additionally, the city is home to numerous museums, such as the Buenos Aires Fine Arts Museum, housing an impressive collection of Latin American and European art. According to 2018 data published by the World Cities Culture Forum, Buenos Aires has 20 bookstores per 100,000 inhabitants. Ateneo Grand Splendid is one of the most famous bookstores globally and is located in Buenos Aires. It is housed in the former Grand Splendid Theater, inaugurated in 1919, which was also one of the city's most luxurious cinemas. In 1990, the theater closed, and in 2010, it reopened as a bookstore. On the other hand, Avila Bookstore, across from the Church of San Ignacio in San Telmo, is the city's oldest bookstore and the only Porteño establishment still active since 1785. Literature is truly present in the city of Buenos Aires. A notable example is the Barolo Palace, inaugurated in 1923 on May Avenue. The palace was entirely inspired by the work The Divine Comedy by the Italian Dante Alighieri. Its builders, industrialist Luis Barolo and architect Mario Palanti, dreamed of bringing the poet's ashes to Buenos Aires. To honor him, they constructed this 22-story tower, the same number of stanzas in The Divine Comedy, which is divided into 3 parts: Inferno, Purgatory, and Heaven. The city also houses a peculiar construction known as the Casa Mínima. It is notable for its extremely narrow dimensions, measuring only 8 feet in width and 43 feet in depth. Its origin dates back to the 19th century, and the story suggests it was built by a former slave who gained his freedom and received a small plot of land as a reward. One of Buenos Aires and Argentina's main symbols is the Obelisk. The monument was built in 1936 to commemorate the 400th anniversary of the founding of Buenos Aires. It stands at approximately 222 feet tall and is located at the intersection of Corrientes and 9 de Julio avenues. Made of reinforced concrete, it has a single entrance on the west side. The obelisk is a symbol of the city and the country, often used as a backdrop for cultural and political events. 9 de Julio Avenue is one of the 5 widest avenues globally, a recognizable landmark of Buenos Aires. It houses the renowned Teatro Colón, one of the most important opera houses in the world. 9 de Julio Avenue is also a major access route to the Recoleta Cemetery, one of the most famous cemeteries globally, where many Argentine historical figures are buried, including Eva Perón, actress and wife of Argentine President Juan Domingo Perón, former President Raúl Alfonsín, and writer Adolfo Bioy Casares. The La Boca neighborhood is globally known for its colorful houses and is home to the La Bombonera football stadium, where Boca Juniors plays their games. Argentina's passion for football is undeniable and deeply rooted in the country's culture. Argentina's last victory in the World Cup in 2022 was a moment of great joy for the country. Argentines celebrated the triumph spectacularly, with celebrations that lasted for days. The streets were filled with fans dressed in the national colors, singing and dancing. The festive atmosphere was shared by people from all over the country, from large cities to small villages. And finally, if you need to take a taxi in Buenos Aires, it's something very common and affordable. Since 1967, the country has adopted a black and yellow color scheme with a widespread and accessible system. When it comes to the country's arid regions, Argentina presents us with incredible desert landscapes. The Quebrada de la Señorita, located in the province of Jujuy, is known for its mountains and sandstone formations carved over thousands of years by wind and water. For off-road adventure enthusiasts, the Quebrada de las Flechas, a natural rock formation in the province of Salta, offers a variety of shapes and sizes, resembling arrows, hence the name. It's also important to highlight the country's highways that provide a feast for the eyes, such as Route 68, which crosses the Quebrada de las Conchas from Salta to Cafayate. The Quebrada de las Conchas is a spectacular natural attraction, famous for its unique geological formations, with the amphitheater, a natural rock formation known for its amphitheater-like shape, standing out. The Route 40 cuts across the country from south to north, from the province of Santa Cruz to the border with Bolivia. Both roads follow parallel routes to the majestic Andes mountain range, including stretches that pass near or through national parks, providing breathtaking views along the way. Now, have you heard of the Train of the Clouds? Yes, it exists. And it's fantastic. The Train of the Clouds is a spectacular railway located in the northwest of Argentina, in the Salta region. Its route winds through the Andes mountain range, reaching impressive altitudes of up to 13,846 feet above sea level, making it one of the highest railways in the world. The approximately 135-mile journey offers stunning views of mountains, valleys, and canyons, crossing 29 bridges, 21 tunnels, and winding through winding tracks. The train traverses unique landscapes, providing passengers with a unique and unforgettable experience immersed in the clouds. Still in the Andes, majestically rising in the province of Mendoza, is the Aconcagua, the highest mountain in the Americas, with an impressive altitude of approximately 22,800 feet above sea level. Its trails offer spectacular views, while the unpredictable and extreme altitude and weather conditions add an element of risk and adventure. Near this glorious mountain, you'll find Puente del Inca, a natural rock formation sculpted by thermal waters over millennia, known for its multicolored beauty. At this same location stood the Hotel Termas de Puente del Inca, opened in 1902, which operated until August 15, 1965, when snow avalanches swept through the hotel and nearby villages. Estimates vary, but it is believed that around 80 people died in the disaster, including hotel guests, staff, and residents of nearby villages. The chapel next to the hotel still remains intact. The Land of Fire, located at the southern tip of South America, spans parts of Argentina and Chile and is famous for its natural beauty, including mountains, forests, lakes, glaciers, and a wide variety of wildlife. In this region, we find the Tierra del Fuego National Park, with 69,000 hectares, housing guanacos, sea lions, elephant seals, and penguins, and offering opportunities for hiking, camping, and birdwatching. The Beagle Channel, which separates the great island of Tierra del Fuego from Navarino Island, is a popular destination for boat trips, providing stunning views of the coast and wildlife. The Marshall Glacier, at 2,750 feet above sea level and located in the mountains around Ushuaia, is a sought-after spot for hiking and glacier watching. Finally, Isla Martillo, a small island in the Beagle Channel, is known for its penguin population, which can be seen up close during island tours. Patagonia, a vast region at the southern tip of South America, is home to stunning landscapes and unique ecosystems. In this scenario of wild beauty, you'll find the Perito Moreno Glacier, one of the natural gems of the region. Located in Los Glaciares National Park, Perito Moreno stands out for its majestic ice face, advancing over Lake Argentino. It is one of the rare glaciers in the world in dynamic equilibrium, providing impressive spectacles, such as the spectacular breaking of large chunks of ice, making it an iconic tourist destination in Patagonia. El Chalten, also in Patagonia, is a picturesque town known for its stunning trails and scenes of imposing mountains. Nestled within Los Glaciares National Park, this small town is a paradise for hiking and mountaineering enthusiasts, offering access to some of the most spectacular trails in the region. One highlight is the spectacular Laguna de los Tres, with its turquoise blue waters, situated at the foot of the majestic Fitzroy, making it a must-stop to appreciate the natural beauty of Argentine Patagonia. Returning to Ushuaia, we find another fantastic train journey. The train of the end of the world departs from the Ushuaia train station, passing through the La Macarena station until reaching the station of the Tierra del Fuego National Park, located within the park. A curious fact about this tour is the presence of actors dressed as prisoners. They are part of the tourist attraction, narrating the history of the Ushuaia prison. Dressed in orange jumpsuits and chains, they interact with tourists, telling stories about the prison and taking photos with them. One of the most visited cities in Argentina is San Carlos de Bariloche, popularly known as Bariloche. It is located in the province of Rio Negro, in the Patagonia region, on the edge of the Andes mountain range. The city is known for its natural beauty, with lakes, mountains, and forests. Founded in 1895 by a Chilean immigrant, Carlos Wiederhold, it grew and became an important tourist destination. Additionally, Bariloche is surrounded by the Nahuel Huapi National Park, which offers a variety of outdoor activities such as skiing, hiking, fishing, and rafting. It's worth noting Cerro Cathedral, the largest ski resort in South America located in the Andes, about 6.2 miles from the city. The resort has a skiable area of 1,200 hectares, with 120 slopes of all difficulty levels. It also has a variety of services and infrastructure, including cable cars, restaurants, bars, and shops. Leaving behind the snow-covered ski slopes, we enter the Salinas Grande de Jujuy, where the landscape changes radically. This vast expanse of salt, spanning over 81.9 square miles, originates from volcanic formations with a history of 5 to 10 million years. over 2,000 local people work in salt extraction, producing annually over 200,000 tons of the precious mineral. Located near the city of San Ignacio in the province of Misiones, the archaeological site of the ruins of San Ignacio is a fascinating place that houses the remains of what was once a Jesuit mission. Founded in 1610 by Fathers José Cataldino and Simón Macheta with the aim of converting and educating local indigenous communities, the ruins of San Ignacio Mini are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They provide an incredible insight into the architecture and history of the Jesuit missions in South America. Argentina is renowned for its wine production, ranking 5th as the world's largest wine producer, with an annual production of around 1.5 billion liters, exporting its precious wines to over 100 countries. The Malbec wine deserves special mention, considered one of the best in the world. Argentina is the largest producer of Malbec globally, and Argentine wines from this grape are known for their quality, complexity, and intense aroma. The Mendoza region is the main producer, known for its dry and sunny climate, ideal for grape cultivation. The region houses about 70% of Argentina's vineyards. Mendoza is a top wine tourism destination globally, tourism based on the appreciation of wine taste and aroma, with hundreds of wineries open for visits. Wineries offer a variety of experiences, from guided tours of the facilities to wine tastings. Last but not least, we must mention the Iguazu Falls. Considered one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, it is one of the most popular tourist attractions in South America. Located on the border between Argentina and Brazil, it provides breathtaking natural beauty. The Iguazu National Park, on the Argentine side, covers an area of over 67,000 hectares and offers a little train to help visitors get close to the main waterfalls. The park is divided into 3 sectors: the Lower Circuit, Upper Circuit, and the Devil's Throat Circuit, the largest waterfall in the park with a height of over 260 feet, equivalent to a 37-story building, and a width of approximately 492 feet. The impressive waterfall has an average flow of 1,800 cubic meters of water per second. It is truly fantastic. Diving into Argentine cuisine, we discover the country's strong influence from indigenous peoples, Europeans, Italians, among others. One of the most consumed dishes by tourists is the beef de chorizo, a noble Argentine meat taken from the center of the sirloin. The meat is extremely tender, to the point of being cut with a spoon, and is served with rice and accompaniments. It is a popular dish and can be found in various Argentine restaurants. Entering the world of sandwiches, we find the choripan, typical of Argentine and Uruguayan cuisine, made with grilled chorizo sausage served inside bread. The sausage is seasoned with spices and herbs such as pepper, garlic, paprika, and oregano, giving the dish a unique flavor. It can be accompanied by sauces such as chimichurri, which we'll see more about later, mayonnaise, or vinaigrette. Empanadas are irresistible pieces of dough filled with reflections of Argentina's rich gastronomic tradition. Originating from Spain, these delights have conquered the country, offering a variety of fillings such as meat, chicken, cheese, and vegetables. They can be enjoyed fried or baked, presenting a unique combination of crispy textures and succulent fillings. Found throughout Argentina, empanadas are consumed as snacks, or meals, representing an essential part of the country's culinary culture, enjoyed by both locals and visitors. Matambre arrollado is a delicacy that highlights the country's culinary mastery. This dish is prepared from matambre, a thin and succulent meat, rolled and slowly cooked. Stuffed with seasonings, herbs, vegetables, and boiled eggs, it results in an explosion of flavors. Served sliced, it is a unique gastronomic experience, representing the excellence of Argentine cuisine. Chimichurri is a sauce considered one of the main typical foods of Argentina. The sauce is made with parsley, oregano, onion, garlic, red pepper flakes, olive oil, and a touch of lemon or vinegar. Argentines use it extensively to accompany grilled meats, especially beef. Certainly, we cannot forget to mention Argentine olive oil. Considered a high-quality product, it is produced from olives grown in the regions of Mendoza, San Juan, and Catamarca. Argentina stands out as one of the largest producers of olive oil in South America, and its oils are often awarded in international competitions. To conclude this video, we need to talk about the perolada, typical of Argentine barbecue, which can be done with wood or charcoal. It is prepared with different types of meat, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, chorizo, among others. The word parrilla comes from Spanish and means grill, originating from the Pampas, a region of grasslands that spans southern Brazil, eastern Argentina, and Uruguay. The most likely origin of this culture dates back to the need for field workers to roast the meats of the animals they hunted for sustenance. Today, the perolada is a traditional dish in Argentina, Uruguay, and southern Brazil. It is a significant social event that brings together family and friends to enjoy a delicious meal. I hope you have enjoyed this journey through incredible Argentina. If you liked this video and want to continue exploring the world with us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course, leave your comments below. We want to hear your stories, experiences, and suggestions for countries for future videos. Together, let's continue discovering the treasures of our planet.